Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's taken down. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
On third and long, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At their 48-yard line.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20.
You know they're playing
New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Brady gives this one out to Jones.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Brady's thrown out complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could have...
And McCoy loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Looking for Sanders here in the deep ball. And his guys will take over at their own 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
2nd down and 3.
2nd and goal.
Zone touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
On play action, now Breeze. His throw incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Breeze on third down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 75 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions. It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it? You went horoscope on us, David. Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something. pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll let this thing go for Sanders.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dare Ogunbowale. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Buccaneers 21, Saints 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking deep now for McCoy. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. He finds McCoy. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down right around the 25.
Number 25.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady, and it's caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.